Just get stronger. If you don't kill me, dog, I just get stronger.
Welcome back to Black Republican Radio. I'm one of your co-hosts, DJ Johnson with.
IJ Washington. And today we have two special guests with us today. Joining the party will be none other than,
Mario Hendricks. Thank you for having me, gentlemen.
and we also have,
Go lucky boy, Black House Entertainment.
we sure do thank both of you all for coming in today. Today what we wanted to talk about was medical marijuana and the impact that it'll have on the state as far as things go. Now, before we get started, like I said, I wanted to just give a disclaimer that we're not talking about recreational or the street. What we're really talking about then, what we want to concentrate on is the medical portion of marijuana and the impact that it can have not only on the state as far as revenue go, but how it can start helping the citizens out. Once again, like I said, we have Mario Hendricks and we have Go Lucky in here today. They're going to help us shine a light and try to give us an outlook on how things go. So what I want to do is turn the floor over to one of our guests, Mario. What do you think and feel about this medical marijuana so far?
I think it's a great idea. I think it will help reduce our opioid epidemic because I don't see a lot of people in need of opioids really taking them for pain. I think they're taking them to escape reality, and it's beginning to be a crisis. So
Let me ask you this. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but let me ask you this. What do you say to those that say those same thing about people that use marijuana? That you're only out here just trying to get high, get by. Like I say, I am an advocate, and I want to go on record saying that I am an advocate for medical marijuana and that ability for people to be able to support that. But for those same people that will come in and change their narrative to you all that say, oh, you're just trying to get high, these people are just lazy, they don't want to do anything. What do you think, and how do you respond to that?
I think people have the right to feel how they want to feel, but you shouldn't judge somebody until you walk into their shoes. And you do have good and bad people on both sides of the prism, so I think you just need to sit back and follow the rules. You have to, according to this bill, you would have to apply for a cannabis card. You would have to take random drug tests, and you would have to get approved by two physicians before you can even get a prescription. So that helps weed out the bad people.
Man, let me tell you this. I don't care what system they come up with. Somebody gonna find a way to abuse the system. I'm not saying I'm an advocate for it like IJ, but I'm not totally against it neither. Because if you need it and it helps people, I'm all for it. But the way our society is, somebody gonna find a way to abuse this system. I'm worried about crime going up. I'm worried about people high driving, especially around here with no insurance. And another thing, when the state generates this money, what are they gonna do with it? Are they gonna put it back in the education system, or it's going to the general fund system? It's just a lot of questions out there that this topic just still open, and they gonna have to tighten it up for I go along with it 100%.
Well, my thing is, and what I want to ask you is that are your concerns the same as it is with beer? Because I mean, you can get people that beer is actually legal. Liquor is more legal, and between that and tobacco, there have been more people killed annually and yearly from those two than you have on record at any point in time of marijuana doing it. So when you say crime going up, I mean, do you mean that there's going to be a spike as far as I don't get what you mean by as far as crime
Well,
going
what
up.
I mean by that, everybody gonna figure out a way how to get this medical card. And even if you had the medical card and I want to go get high, I'll just sneak it from you and go somewhere and do my thing because these doctors, some of them are not credible at all. For a buck, they'll sell it to their mama. So the concern that I still have is will crime go up? I know DUI, beer, all that old crap. I understand that also, Or do we need something to add more to the problems that we already have?
As I thought in the past that, legalization of marijuana would be good for people because, like I say, they have a lot of problems and issues. A lot of people have problems and issues in their life that they need something to escape. A lot of people that's out there, even on crack cocaine, when they come up off crack cocaine, they need something to go to, a substitute. And I notice in life, a lot of times that's what people do. When they come off of one addiction, they go into another. You know what I'm saying? Addiction is an addiction. But the overall epidemic is strong and it's real. But the issue of medical marijuana, if it, like I said, if it helps somebody with glaucoma, help them any kind of way to calm their nerves or bring them down to a level, of calmness, I'm all for it.
But still again, I'm for that also. We got good people and bad people. The people that gonna do the right thing and need it, I'm okay with that. But I'm telling you, the system will be abused like everything else is, and would that make our society better or worse? That's what I'm concerned about.
See, one thing about it, whether we put our 2 cents in or not, people gonna
Do it
use the
anyway.
marijuana
They gonna do it anyway.
anyway in life, and we just trying to put in some good ideas about positive things about the issue of legalizing medical marijuana, medicinal marijuana. And like I say, in my mind, it's a good thing because, like I say, I think back to the streets when they got drug houses and guys up in there, they got marijuana, but they got guns to protect their product. You know what I'm saying? So it caused a lot of problem where not things ain't legal. You're gonna get illegal activity because people need money, and need money, they buying a lot of guns. But I say again, I feel like people should turn in their guns today for jobs. And when I say that, I mean the state need to generate some funds, maybe through medical marijuana, so we can get some job with these people, so they can get their guns up and get their life up, because they got to take care of their family, you know.
So
And they
Mario,
gonna do that.
Mario, what you think they gonna do with the extra money that come through?
I mean, that's up to the state and our elected officials to decide what goes with the money. I don't really have any input on that, but I have been an advocate for this, and like you said, you're worried about the crime and stuff and everything taking advantage of the system. But the system is already broken with the opioid epidemic. That's why we have so many pill mills and so many doctors getting sentenced to these long prison sentences terms because they're just white prescriptions for this person and this person. There's nothing for them to sit on there and say, "Oh, my back is hurting. I need a pill mill. I need something for my back pain." If this doctor doesn't give them to them, they'll shop around to the next physician. So it's, you got good and bad people on both sides of the spectrum. How you look at it, man. It's just all about, do you want to have compassion for people?
Well,
And
my
I think that's what medical marijuana is all about, trying to help people and be compassionate to help these people alleviate a lot of these chronic pain systems that they have.
my thing is that it's just like, once again, it goes back to the realm of the individual, which is something that it's hard to judge from. When we sit here and we say that things are going to be abused, no matter what it is, things are going to be abused because that's just the nature of people. Everything that we do, regardless of what it is, should be done in moderation. Everything that has come up in science and man has done to improve things should all be taken in moderation. I don't want to get into the narrative of pointing fingers because people that don't drink always condemn people that do drink. People who don't smoke condemn people who do smoke. Same thing. So when we get into the we get into the opioid epidemic, or if we talking about crack, or if we talking about liquor, there's always somebody that is gonna point a finger back at somebody saying, "Well, you shouldn't do that anyway." So that's a slippery slope in itself. And to just jump back on what Go Lucky was saying as far as like the jobs for guns, it's a great idea in theory, but the problem is that now that I don't have something to protect my family with, is the reason why we had a Second Amendment, is that government can't come in and take this. I can give you a job, but just as quickly as I give you a job, I can come take your land, or I can come just take you. You always want to have something in that line in order to keep yourself protected. What we have to do is we have to take what we think is so easily manipulated. I just think about black Republicans and marijuana and how they go hand in hand. Because
How is that? Now, yeah, explain that
yeah,
to me.
bear with me
Okay.
because when you think of a black Republican, your ideal and your presumption is one thing. You don't until you get in and sit down and meet and talk with a person and get the idea. But just hearing those two words together, you have an assumption about this person. When you think of marijuana, you have an assumption. There are so many more ways and things that you can do with marijuana other than smoke it. But that's the first thing that you want to do. Your constitution is wrote on hemp paper, which is made out of marijuana. We have clothes, there are oils, there are all different type of things that we can do with marijuana. But your first narrative is always to go back and smoke it, to get high, And it's nothing of that sense because there's so many things that it can do. Right now, if we really put our energy and efforts into it, marijuana could be the next oil system that we have. So once the oil dries up and they find alternatives like corn and things of that nature, we can start using marijuana to gas your cars and run them off. They're not going to tell you these things because it's not beneficial to them in the pocket sense. If marijuana plays such a big role in what we can do in an everyday lifespan, that you cut out so many other different big businesses. If I can smoke marijuana, why am I going to get a Newport? Big tobacco goes under. You don't have as many people on liquor because it's more sociably acceptable for you to go out and have a beer after 5 o'clock than it is for you to sit up here and smoke a joint. So when you say about crime and things like that, I think it decreases it because what it's going to wind up doing is going to take that petty crime that you've gotten from that minority, regardless if they find a joint, if they find point .5, even if they find an ounce, those things start being decriminalized so that way we don't have so many young black innocent kids getting caught up in the system at a young age. So that way when they are trying to apply for these jobs, their background check doesn't come in that you've had a criminal past or history. When they're applying to these colleges, when they're going to the military, things that you do at 12 and 13 aren't following you when you're 16, 17, 18 years old.
But that's another thing. I'm also worried about how will it affect the youth, the kids, 10, 12 years old. Now that they know it's legal to do this, they gonna think it's legal. At that young man, they gonna think it's legal to do it. Why would why wouldn't they not think it's legal to do
That's like we're saying, we still talking about medicinal marijuana. So we speaking,
it?
yeah,
Magic, medical, it's all marijuana, all the same.
I mean, well, let me ask you
not,
this, not to interrupt you. Let me ask you this. What's the difference between a non-alcoholic beer and a regular beer?
That perception, you think you're getting drunk, but you're not. But marijuana actually gets you high. I understand it's for people with chronic pain, and I do agree with that. I do. I mean, I really do. I hear the football players talking about it, but I'm so afraid youth that 10, 12 age will abuse it. And isn't it high now? Isn't a lot of people smoking it now? That
But
age?
but what I'm
Man,
saying,
now we're getting into the households and the parents and things and accountability. I mean, it's gonna be kids out there, like you said. It's got good and bad people all over this earth, man. And people are always gonna find a way to buck the system. But when you go back to the 10, 11, and 12 year old, I mean, like, where are the parents?
They
How do
getting
they even
high
know?
because they high.
I mean, but
They
you,
high off
I'm saying
marijuana.
you run more liquor and beer commercials during the Super Bowl and football games on Sundays than you do anything else. So those same kids that you worried about getting high, would you not worry about them going getting drunk because the people on TV having the best time ever?
Happy.
I think it might be easier for kids to get marijuana than it
I'm
is
saying,
beer.
have you ever been around a happy drunk person?
They on this is.
No,
kids,
commercials are
kids out here
they're not even real.
in the
It's
neighborhood, they watching the
perception.
culture. They watch the culture of the marijuana. They watching how it's being sold and how people getting brand new tennis shoes and cars and rims. And, it's exciting to them. But like I say, we was talking about medicinal marijuana for medical purposes. But
Right.
the guys in the street, like you got out there for the street value. You gonna have little children watching you. Everything you do, and they want to emulate you and be just like you. You know what I'm saying? But marijuana Only way that it's causing problems out in the streets is people trying to rob each other to get it because it's not legalized where you can get it from a store. They want to take it from each other. They want to cause hurt and harm against each other, pain. You know what I'm saying? Then they watch the videos where everybody out there is trying to get into that lifestyle and culture now. They even rapping about the marijuana.
Do you think they're not gonna do that when they see it? Like they see the culture, the videos, the people doing it.
I'm saying
That's
we
gonna
we're human.
entice them.
We are
think
human.
we're
We're
still
human.
sticking.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
human.
we're getting off narrative. I think we're still sticking to marijuana. I mean, medical
Medical
marijuana.
marijuana. Yeah.
All this illegal activity is going to be always illegal activity out in the streets. We can't control crime and what happens in the neighborhood, but as far as medicinal marijuana and people getting it legally and for the right reason, it should be accountability there. That's why you're going to have a card, and that's why you're going to have a commission that regulates this marijuana. You shouldn't be just smoking it freely around your kids. But if you have
Right.
chronic pain, then be the adult and explain to them what it's doing for you
Exactly.
and why you're doing it.
Exactly.
Well, we want to sit up here. First of all, we want to thank both our guests today for coming through and giving us some light on this situation. As you can see, this is a way bigger subject than what we can do. But what we need for you all to do is be able to give us your feedback, post your comments, and let us know what do you feel and how do you think about these situations and these subjects. We want to thank both our guests today, Mario Hendricks as well as Go Lucky, for coming in and spending some time with us and getting their point of views on things. Um, and we just want to tell everybody out there that no matter what comes and goes, like I say, we're not advocating for it, yeah or nay. We just want to give feedback on how we can help improve our system, our society, as well as our community. I'm IJ Washington, along with
DJ Johnson,
this has been Black Republican Radio, and want to thank you all.
Black Republican Radio.
If you don't kill me, dog, I'll just get stronger.